Right, hello. Welcome back to my music room. This is the probably the first attempt at going through some of my records. As I said in the other video, if anyone watched that, I'm all very new to all this vlogging thing, so it's going to be rugged and raw, rough and ready and all that. I'm not going to do fancy editing. I'm just going to get straight into it, talk a little bit about some of this lot that I've got in the music room, where I got it from, how long I've had it, and yeah, and all that. So what we're starting off today, we're starting off with this little section there, which is now here. This is my 1990/91 Breakbeat pile. So this is sort of like pre-hardcore, before it was all sort of techno-y. This is more sort of like with all, concentrating on the breakbeat side of it. And it's sort of house tempo, so it's not quite manic like the 91 hardcore stuff, if that makes sense. So we start off, by the way, it's all A to Z order. I'm not going to go through this entire lot in one video. I'll probably go through half of it and upload another one. So this one, Two Bad Mice, by Two Bad Mice on Moving Shadow. Note that it's a signed copy by Cy from Two Bad Mice. I was DJing a few years back and he was on after me, and I took a marker pen along in my record box and I said, "Hi mate, you mind signing this?" Signing it even. Signed in, I don't know what signed in is. Signing this, and he did. So big up, Two Bad Mice by Two Bad Mice. And it has No Respects on the B side, and it's on obviously Moving Shadow, and I think it's Shadow 3. There you go. This one, another Two Bad Mice. This is Hold It Down, which has the awesome Bomb Scare original version on it. Now I do have another copy of this. I will explain as I go along that I do have duplicate copies of certain things to fit in certain genres. Yes, that's how sad I am. Anyway, so this is Hold It Down, Two Bad Mice, and Bomb Scare on the other side, and obviously Two Bad Mice remix, which is a good tune as well. This one, Four for the Money. It's a Moment in Time on Tam Tam. For Hero, Mr. Kirk's Nightmare, Reinforced. Another For Hero, Scorcher, I can't even say it. Yeah, and Kirk's Back. 4-track 12, The Headhunter on For Hero. This one is Airtight, Give It Up. Wicked little tune. Don't know how many people know about that, but it's a goodie. This one, The Alternative, Fillet of Fish. Another good tune. We all like a little fillet of fish now and again. Alternate, the Vertigo EP. Well, what can I say? And this one is the one on silver vinyl. All tracks good on that. Absolute classic. This one, yes, not too sure to be honest. So I would say probably 80% of my collection I did buy back in the day, or maybe a couple of years after they came out, because obviously back then it was difficult to track things down before the internet and all that. But I have spent the last, what are we now, 2023, the last 30 odd years still going to second-hand record shops, still picking up things I don't know. And this is one of them, and I got to be honest, I don't actually know what it is, so I will have to investigate that, see what it is. This one, Andromeda Survival, wicked little breakbeat bleepy thing from early 91. Love that one. This one, Art Science Technology. I think this is the one that samples the Stranglers. I don't know. I say I'm really going to have to listen to some of these again. Baby D, Daydreaming on Production House, absolute classic, and I think it's got the a cappella on there, which I've used over things, other tunes over the years. This one, The Big Showdown, Hold Me, on one of my favourite labels, which is D-Zone. For anyone that doesn't know this is just like basically a loop of Ralphie Rosario used to Hold Me, just sort of beefed up a bit with some dirty beats behind it. Now this, absolute classic, Biting Back, She's Breaking Up, what a tune. Anyone who doesn't know what this is, well, better YouTube it and find out. Wicked tune. This one, Blaps Posse, Don't Hold Back, and Bus It. Bus It being my favourite tune. Now, you will notice some of these, if I've got other releases of the records that I've picked up, I've put them together in the same cover. So there's sort of slightly different versions or whatever thing going on. Also at this point, I do apologise. I'm just getting over a little bit of a cold and cough thing. So if I'm coughing and spluttering on this video, I apologise. But that's what happens when you have a 2-year-old daughter who just gets colds and then, you know, mixing with other kids, and then it's like, oh, game over. But more about all that sort of stuff as the videos go on. I'll explain more about what I do for a living now and what I get up to and all that. But anyway, back to the records. This one, Bomb the Bass, Winter in July. This is in here purely for You See Me in 3D remix. Wicked tune, love that. Bone Shakers, Don't Go Away. Another Bone Shakers, One Step Ahead. Both wicked little sort of breakbeat tunes, bleepy stuff. This one, Boa, Different Story. Along the lines of the Alternate, Infiltrate 202. Sort of like re-sung, slightly different words, but wicked tune. Brothers Grimm, No Use Crying Now, Production House. This is probably one of the ones I picked up in a second-hand record shop somewhere, and I can't actually remember what it is, so I do apologise, but I'm sure it's got to be alright. White label thing here, Bad Bassline by BTB, and Out of Sand on the other side. What a tune this is. Buckhand and the Plastic Jam, made in 2 minutes. Absolute classic. It's got the vocal mix on there, the club mix, the rave mix, which I think originally came out as something else. More about that when it's that's somewhere there. But yeah, what a tune. Classic. And another classic, Clubland, Let's Get Busy, Pump It Up. What a tune that is. Love it. Cool 2, kind of groovy. Another tune from back in the day that, yeah, I just love. I'm going to try and be careful with saying that I love every tune. I do love every tune. But, you know, it is just so many tunes that I've liked over the years. But some of them stick out more than the others, you know. But you know how it is. Right, this one, another one on D-Zone. Play the theme. You see I've written a question mark on there. I could probably find out what that is now by looking it up on Discogs, but you know, it was written on there a long time ago. Demagnify, Manifestation on Tam Tam, wicked tune. DMS, Love Overdose, samples Fleetwood Mac, if I remember rightly, wicked tune. D-Word, Getting Funky, yeah, it's alright. Memories behind it though, so it's in there. Right, this one, this is like a reissue, so it's not an original, the original one, but it's Who's the Bad Man, D Patton. What a tune. I'm sure most people will know this, but yeah, that's a reissue from the mid-90s, I think. It's like the original release goes for silly money. This is something else I picked up probably a few years ago. I know it's alright, but I can't remember what it goes like. Demon Boy's Debt. The same with this one. DOT Jack. The other side, Give It To Me Baby. Another one I have to investigate. This one, Double Trouble, Rubber Dub. Wicked. So I bought this back in the day when it was new from Collector's Records in Guildford. £2. Wicked little tune, I like that. Now this one, Dynamics 2, Bass Generator. Mad tune, that's all I can say. If you don't know what it goes like, Google it. It's a good tune. Epitome of Hype, Let the Freak. Another good tune. It's got the 92 remake on there, original mix. And Vital remix and D-Zone remix. Anything basically Epitome of Hype, D-Zone related, I like. Another Epitome of Hype, Ladies with an Attitude. This is obviously the Madonna sampling thing from Vogue, but I think this has been resung. It's not the original sampled vocal, but it's still a big tune. I think I bought this from, I bought it from a market stall in Ealing, West London back in the day. But what a tune, love it. This one, I think this is the one that has the Madonna sample still on it. I think, I don't know, I'd have to go through it and see, but that's something I've picked up, not back in the day, but over the years, and just thought, yeah, it looks good on promo, I'll keep that. And yet another Epitome of Hype. And I think, I think this is the one that has the band Madonna sample on it. I don't know. But yeah, great. Shut Up and Dance Records. Excuse me. Shut Up and Dance. And this is ESQ, Rum and Black. I believe this is the one that samples The Lion Sleeps Tonight and a bit of Duran Duran over a little breakbeat. I really do like that. This probably would have been brought from our price back in the day, because our price is to have all the Shut Up and Dance stuff, my local one. This one, this is a remix, Sweet Dreams and Nightmare Mix. Loved this. I remember this being a big pirate radio tune back in the day. Yeah, I don't know what the other side is. I think it's just some pop thing, but yeah, great track. Another version of Sweet Dreams. I think this is the original one before it turned out to be that one. This is the XXX remix. Don't know where I've got this from. Probably would have picked it up somewhere along the line in the last sort of 30 years. This one, Friends of Matthew out there, on a white label. I think I remember getting this from a second-hand shop. So basically where I live, back in the day, there used to be a record shop where all the DJs locally would take their promos and new music in, and you'd end up picking them up for like £2. It was just absolutely crazy. I remember after school, me and my mate used to walk in. It used to be probably about a good half-hour walk, and we'd go in this shop and spend all my pocket money on bits like this. Amazing. But yeah, it's what a tune that is. So we're going to do a couple more, and I'm going to end this video because I'm just looking at the time already. It's like nearly 15 minutes. So if you haven't fallen asleep yet, I'll do a couple more, and then I'll do a part 2, see how this one goes down, and then, yeah, go from there. So this one, Future Sound of London, Papua New Guinea. This is the original release before the 92 one. This was, yeah, 1991. I actually remember buying this from our price in Guildford. And I do actually remember some guy behind me going, "Oh, where did you find that?" I was like, "In the racks, mate." And I think this was the last copy they had in there. So whoever you were, mate, sorry about that. But snooze, you lose. And I think what we'll do this one as the last one, because this is one of my favourite all-time tunes. Apologies again. This is called FZ, and it's also known as Forbidden Zone. It's a 1991 breakbeat early hardcore track. I do have about 5 copies of this. It's just something else. It is one of my all-time favourite hardcore breakbeat tunes ever. It's quite sought after now, but yeah, this is a silver promo that apparently this is what they look like, and I have an orange label version in various places around this room. But this is a tune, mate. This is a tune. So I'm going to end it there. I don't know how this is going to come out like, but we'll see. And if anyone wants to comment, then please do. And if you want to see more, or if you don't, then I'll just leave it at this. But anyway, nice one. Thanks for viewing. And there is plenty more to go through. As of when, we'll just turn around, excuse the mess over there. There's some more over there, loads more, all different sort of genres, as I sort of explained in the first video I put up. So for now, thank you for viewing. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.